Hello and welcome into Sorare with Laird. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Joined, as always, on a Tuesday by Harry Trades. Harry, I have no idea how long my voice is going to make it here, but this is already the most I've spoken all day.
And how does it feel?
I'm not sure we're going to make it that far.
How are you able to boss your children around without a voice?
There's just a
Is it
lot of
like
pointing and
pointing? Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. No,
Okay.
it was super weird. I did the stream on Friday and I was fine. And then my my daughter came home from school and she like walks home and walks in the door and I was like, "Hey." And then like I literally couldn't speak. Like it was really strange. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." Tried to like clear my throat and it just like this is literally the best I've sounded since Friday afternoon.
Jesus.
And everything I read is like just don't speak. And my wife was actually kind of making fun of me a little bit, as wives do when you have a fake job. And like I pretty much only speak out loud on stream during the day. Like if I
Yeah.
go out and see people, like sure I'll talk to them, but I don't. It's mostly just quiet in my house. And she works in a school, so it's like the opposite of like she's her voice is strained because she's talking all day. And she was like, "How did you not realize that you lost your voice?" And I was like, "My stream was fine." And she's like, "You didn't speak?" And I'm like, "There was nobody here. I'm home by myself." Like, yeah, nobody's here. And so all I read was basically don't speak for as long as you can. And I coach my daughter's basketball team. And we had 2 games this weekend. And I'm like, I'm not staying quiet for that. And then yesterday I was like ready to do, or I was trying to like get the So Rare Spotlight stream together. And yeah, like there was no way I could speak for 2 straight hours. And I was just like, I couldn't speak for 20 minutes in a row. And
That's insane.
yeah, it's weird. It's a very strange feeling because I feel fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like I just can't get my voice back. And so I haven't had a cup of coffee since Saturday morning. And I drink like 4 cups a day. And I'm drinking this tea, I'm drinking a bunch of tea. My wife brought home this tea bag today or yesterday. It's
Talking
called
to.
no, what is it called? Throat coat. That's what it's called. It's like
Okay.
lemon and echinacea. I have some honey in here, and then I realized I was telling you we're a little late because I was boiling water to make tea, and I'm like, oh, this is like way too hot for me to drink right now. So if anything happens, I'm in trouble. But like, it's weird. I just like can't. It's like I'm just constantly feel like I have to clear my throat, and then when I clear it, I still sound the same.
Imagine if you lost it forever. That would be sad.
That would be sad.
I'm sure Elon could figure something out.
Surely, surely.
Yeah, yeah. Just Neuralink your brain and yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Neuralink's definitely where I'm going. Pico Player says, buy ginger and boil it like tea, add honey later, and you are welcome. Um, I could do that, I
Okay.
guess. I don't know. Anyway,
Honey seems to solve everything.
so I would think that, but I've had more honey in the last 3 days than in my entire life combined, and yet here I am. I mean, it's getting better.
Yeah.
And like I said, I keep reading. And when I say all this stuff I read, it's just ChatGPT. Um, but it's like it says it takes 3 to 5 days, and I was like, I don't have 3 to 5 days. I got to get back to work, man. Like let's do it. And so I was trying to like do as much as I could, as much as you can to like make videos without
Hmm.
actually making the video. And it was like, all right, well, this isn't all that exciting here.
Yes, bro. It's kind of key, isn't it? Being able to speak.
Being able to speak helps. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, Alex, Anyan, and Andreas on the podium. Congratulations to you three. Anyan jumped right in. Getting rich seems hard, but with full-time trading, I think you can get a normal job's monthly income, to be honest. We'll get into it. Behab here. So rare can't even get rich off of us playing. That's a good one. Speaker player, what's up? Mikey Bastin. Anyone here watching live, it's because you are either in the Laird Social Club or Harry's community. So thank you very much for being a part of those. If you are watching this back, if we even release it, it's because you're not. And so you can join. Link in the description for both communities in there. Come hang out. So I'm not going to get into why I was thinking about this topic, Harry, just that I was thinking about it. And we know of people who got like legitimately rich from Sorare. They don't play anymore, and it made me think whether that is gone. And like I had in the opinion that it's like unquestionably gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with. I mean, yeah, when it's never going to be to the levels of yeah what we saw early on when there was the Gary V boom, for example, and sort of booms after that maybe in certain places. But yeah, you kind of you kind of had to sort of check out quite early in that sense. But that was when I started, kind of thing. We were all
Yeah.
starting then, and there was people who started, let's call it 2 years earlier, type of thing, a year earlier. So yeah, I don't think we'll ever see those sort of like stupid price hikes or anything. It's if anyone is gonna, I don't think become rich, but definitely like make like an actual living is by winning contests on in the game. It's not by sell amounts. Like that's just not really gonna happen, is it? I don't think.
Well, it wasn't even back then, wasn't even just buying and selling. It was like if you won a really good card and you could sell it for thousands of dollars. And I
Yeah,
don't I don't want to be I don't want to decide what rich means, but even like
fair.
the making a living wherever you live, like I think and this isn't to be like this is why you shouldn't play so rare because you can't get rich. Like obviously that's absurd. Um because it is a fun game that we like to play, but I think that for people who joined within the last like 2 years, I'd say I don't think that they understand fully like what it felt like to play so rare back then. That legitimately you would play so rare thinking I might not have to work again because of this game,
Right.
which looking back is patently absurd, excuse me. And so I wonder. So when you are somebody who looks at OGs like I can't, they're just complaining because prices are down and prices don't matter because we have and it was just like there was an opportunity on this platform for a while where it was like life changing money. Now that again, looking back, there's no reason to think that should have continued and it didn't. But you can make a decent amount of money from this platform, and as much as they don't necessarily want to focus on the money side of it that much, and I've said it before, like that's how we know we're doing well. Like if you're successful in the game, it's because you have more money than when you started with.
Right.
And yeah, your cards values could go up in the future. Like who knows? Ignoring the whole collectible side of things. If you're good at the game, you probably have more money than what you put in. But we all know that that part is hard, and basically not everybody can do it, and so they have to find like these other mechanisms to make it fun. But to make it like the days of the astronomical wins seem gone. Not seem, they're gone.
Yeah, like I just don't see. I don't see how someone comes into this game with, let's just call it £1,000 or dollars. There's no way, start sorry 26. You come in with $1,000. I don't care what you play, whether that's limited or raid. You choose. It doesn't really matter. And like, what is the best case scenario for that person? Like best case. Obviously, the unrealistic best case is they win every tournament every weekend, which is just not going to happen. But like the realistic one is like, do they double their money? I don't think it's realistic, but I think it's like obtainable
Yeah,
to a
it's a
degree. Like
reasonable outcome.
it's reasonable, yeah. Now, 10x in that is like one percenters, isn't it? That's where you're like, hang on a minute, that would be tough, like really tough. Whether that's like come in with 10k and try and get that to 100k. I think 10x in anything is really tough actually. I'd argue 5x might be tough,
For sure. For sure.
really tough, yeah.
I would argue that it's probably 10x is easier at limited than it is anywhere else.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. But like, if we're talking coming in with £100 and 10x and that to 1,000, fine.
Oh, it looks like a good one.
Which
Nice.
is obviously a great percentage, but like again, it's not like livable in any way. So like, how do you get into like the livable sort of wage numbers? You're looking at like, yeah, it's probably starting with 10 grand if you could. What can you turn that into over the year? 5x is a decent living, 40 grand. Like cash.
It
Hard though.
is. Yeah, it's super hard.
Yeah.
And I think the difficulty is, I think the only way to have a reasonable, to make enough money on So Rare to make a reasonable living wage, you have to have enough money to start that you
Start, yeah.
already have a way higher livable wage that you're just like,
Right.
you can put that money in.
Yeah.
But it, yeah, I think there are enough people who think about just like breaking even, and they're like, oh, if I break, like they want to break even, and then after that they're like, oh, everything else is just like great.
Yeah.
And that was always such a funny thing to me, to be like, let me spend whatever the amount is, $1,000 in August, and if I can make it back by May, like that's great. And it's like, why is that great? I should have just held on to my money. I'd have 1,300 just putting it in a savings account. So yeah, I was just kind of like trying to think of like what the realistic upside for, not even for most people, but maybe for those 1%ers, like
Yeah.
how high can you really get?
So I'll give an example. I spoke to someone yesterday. I mean, yeah, I don't know whether he wants me to say his name or anything, and we can talk about it after and stuff. But we spoke about him before, so like, just if you want to sort of make that make sense in your head. But anyway, and he basically told me that he came in to Sorare 26 and spent about 7 or 8,000. What he's technically won 17,000, but he's like put some in.
Yeah.
Like that's reinvested, right? But at this point right now, he told me that he's basically evens, in the sense like he's withdrawn 8,000. Let's just call it. So like he's a little bit up, and he has his whole gallery going out to bat for him every single weekend now, up until the end of Sorare 26. And I'm talking like a serious gallery here. So it's like, yeah, okay, you're evened, or you're up a little bit, great, after 3 or 4 or 5 months, whatever. But like, this is the period now, is like, now can you make a, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those where I don't think you can just come in with 5 grand and then turn that into, let's just call it 25. I think you need to, come in with 5 grand or 1 grand, whatever. And whatever you win early on, you have to keep putting it back in for a little bit, if that makes sense, to just bolster. You go from 1 team to 3 teams to 4 teams to 4 really good teams to, then playing Challenger. Now you're playing Contender. Now you're playing La Liga. Now you're strong as hell everywhere. You're XP'd out of the roofs, and then you're like, okay, I'm evens, but I've got a ton of sort of assets, cards or whatever, to literally go out there and just try and scoop up whatever and everything you can up until the end of the season. And then it's like, okay, at that point, what is my number at that point? How much am I up? Even though you still have the card, I know the cards have depreciated because they're not in season, but yeah, I think those type of things. But again, you have to come in with a little bit of money already to do that. I mean, I'm not in a too dissimilar of a situation. I put in like maybe a couple grand to start the season, sort of like put it back in, and now I'm just above. I've won more than I've put in technically, but I haven't like withdrawn it. It's kind of confusing because I haven't withdrawn mine, if that makes sense. Not all of it anyway. Like, I've got some in my balance and whatever, but I have a gallery to go out and bat for me for the whole rest of the season type of thing. So I think it's one of them where like, yeah, you have to put stuff in at the start, but I think you have to keep going, if that makes sense. Like, you still have to keep snowballing it until you get to a point where you go, okay, I'm happy with my gallery. I'm happy that I'm even after 5 months. If this is like best case scenario, and you've got basically a free roll for the up until the end of the season, which is a nice position to be in, because it's not like you've got like average cards. You've got like the best of the best rare cards batting for you every weekend. So you've got to think, that person's going to go out and win a ton more on paper, judging off his first 3 months, let's say.
Yeah, the way that the difference now is, I feel like there were, back when, one of the things was always like, oh, I won my money back and I still have all my cards, and like my cards are worth whatever. And so I feel like we're at a position now where you almost you can't think that. Like, you can think it in the respect of, I still have all my cards, which will help me continue to win this season. But like, once you get to the end of the season, you're like, yeah, and I still have all my cards, and it's like, yeah, but like, what you can win with those cards is now a lot lower.
Yeah.
And you got to keep going. But yeah, it is a the person you are referring to is the classic, sees the classic example of what happens when you can buy the best.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, they are very good at this game.
Right, you have to still be really good, but you're right. Yeah, yeah, you have to have good cards. Like you just have to have consistently good
Yeah.
performing elite cards, in places. You have to. It's just,
Yeah.
you can only get lucky with average cards, so many times. Like I've bitten off more than I can chew in some scenarios where I know, like, yeah, I might, the Excelsior boys do it once a year, but I just know they're not going to do it three, four, five, six, seven, 8 times a
Right.
year. Like we all know that.
Yep.
But it's just about, how much are you willing to sort of put in at the start. And yeah, but then I guess there's, there'll be examples, maybe not as extreme, but there'll be examples of people who do buy the best, and it just doesn't work out for them. Like that's just part
Yeah.
of it. It's gonna happen,
Yeah. I
you
think
know.
that having the best cards is certainly an advantage, but it's no guarantee of anything.
No.
And I think the people who are able to combine the two, I, the guy who just popped into my head, who's
Hmm.
somebody I'm like a Carlo Ancelotti stan, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, when he had the best players, like, yeah, great, he made them, like, he won with the best players. Anybody can do that, and I'm
Yeah.
like full fledged, like, not everybody, and it's very different IRL managing like a group of
Right.
superstars. So, like, there is a specific skill of figuring out how to get superstars to sometimes sacrifice a little playing time or sacrifice their
Yeah.
position or whatever it is and get them to play together. And just
Hmm.
because you have the best cards doesn't mean you're playing them in the right spots, building the right lineups, putting them in the right competitions. And so there is I think everybody just assumes they would be really good with all the best cards. And
Right.
a lot of people just won't be. Most people won't
No.
be.
In some ways, I always think about it myself. I'm not saying I don't have good cards, I do, but like I don't have like, multiple Mbappe. I don't have one Mbappe. Like I don't have everything to choose from, right? And I think sometimes I genuinely think I don't know if I would be that good at managing that. Like that's a skill in itself, like you said. Like, I think I'm better, sort of not under pressure, but I'm better when it comes to like having less resources. I'm a bit more shrewd. I don't know. Like, I think that's just the area of the game that I'm a little bit more sort of savvy with. Whereas if I did have everything, like if I, controlled Pranksy's gallery for him, like I don't know how well I would. Well, clearly I don't know, but I don't think I would be like amazing. I genuinely don't, because I just haven't really. I didn't start the game doing that, and that's never been my thing. I've always had good cards here and there. Don't get me wrong. You have to have like a sprinkle of them, but to have like everything to choose from in one scarcity, it's a different beast. It is, because you just end up having choice paralysis. We speak about it all the time, but that happens. It does, and I think that would actually, like, I don't think that would go for me. I think I'm sort of better suited to maybe having like just a bit less resources than everything. I don't know. That's just the way I feel.
So respectfully, I completely disagree with you.
Do you?
I think you would absolutely smash with those cards. I don't think
Maybe after a while, but I don't think I'd get it right like every week. I don't. I just think I'd make. I find it now with like when I have like my Eredivisie stuff. I have 6 in season keepers at rare, and I'm like, well, like who is the best this week? Like I find it really tough to like narrow down who that. Well, it shows Groningen stack away to Excelsior. I played the main stack on Friday. I finished second, but it was D3, so they were in my fourth or third best lineup on paper. So it's like, I clearly didn't get it right, because I would have put them in my best lineup. Although I didn't have a D1, I had a D2. But in my head, I didn't think Groningen was the best
yeah,
option.
yeah, yeah.
If that makes sense, right?
Yeah, but they weren't even the best. They weren't the best. They were the best in your gallery.
Well, no, but I had like VM. I had like a PSV stack, a Feyenoord stack. Like I had some, not a whole stack. And okay, I did have DMPs in the main two lineups, which like F things a little bit for me. But
Hold on, let's
after
just. This is what
have
I
a
would
look
have
at
done
it.
on Sorare Spotlight yesterday. Let's just look to see what. Do you see what won it? Like what won Eredivisie last game week?
In D3.
No, in D1. Like,
Oh no, I weren't in D1. I only had D2s and three, so I don't care about D1 personally. But just because I
what
literally don't have.
if you had the best cards? Do you think you'd be in D1?
I do have the best cards. I have Saibari, Veerman, Wellenruther, Ueda. Like I do have, a full PSV Feyenoord combination stack. If I did
Maybe.
play that, but Maro Junior DMP'd and nobody knew. So like, I just
Oh yeah.
I
So
just
that
arenaed it.
so Veerman, Ueda are in the top one. This is limited, but let me look at rare. Groningen, Young, Timber, and yeah. All right.
This is limited as well, mind, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. Trammell,
So
Watanabe, Veerman, Saibari, and Rez.
I have
That's
all
limited.
three of those. I have like all the attacking players there. I captain Ressink in my Groningen stack, so yeah, I didn't have Drommel.
Is that his
The
third 100 this season?
Yeah, he has been somehow plucking out hundreds for fun, hasn't he?
I think it's actually his third. Yeah,
Oh my God.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Sometimes he just has those games, doesn't he, where he's just unstoppable and you just literally can't score. Mind you, that one there, the AZ one, is not even a clean sheet, is it? Or is it?
No,
Penalty saved. Oh my God. So they lost and he scored 100. That's
unbelievable.
absurd.
Crazy how much harder it feels trying to hit a 7-leg parlay in classic and a 5-leg parlay in season.
Yeah. Well, try an 11 leg parlay in quick play.
Yeah.
That's the real
In
parlay,
fairness,
right?
it's not full. I mean, it is, but like,
I mean, kind of is.
I don't
If you
look at
want
a
20k,
2-leg
it is.
parlay and a separate 3-leg parlay as a 5-leg parlay, but maybe I should.
Yeah. But you still need to get them all in a row. So for me, it's a full one in a
Yeah,
way.
that's
Like
fair.
you can't have a dud in there. But yeah, I don't know. To be fair, there was a few like weird, like Kenneth Taylor was completely out of my second best team on paper. Like it was a bit of a weird one. But no, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'd eventually be quite good, I think, just because of how long I played the game. But I just don't know if I'd feel comfortable is maybe the right word. Like I wouldn't want to see all the cards there. Because I know I'd end up making, that guy gets 100 and I pick the guy with 70. Like it's going to happen.
So I think the difference is you wouldn't have all the cards.
Fine.
You would just have all the best ones.
Yeah, that's my worry though. I just think like there is not that there's like too many amazing cards where like it would just be impossible to pick. You'd get there eventually, I think, but over time. But I do think I would early on. I'd get scared. I'd feel like swamped in a way because I'd have too much to work with. That's why my La Liga stuff works. I've got one lineup. Like I don't need to worry about anything other than five. It's actually four cards because Yamal plays every week. I need to worry about
Yeah.
three cards actually because Escandel has to play every week. I don't have another keeper, right? It's literally three. I'm having to make three choices. So when you're Pranksy and you're having to make like, four teams of 20 cards or whatever. Like, I know he has good whatever, but like, there's still 20 cards to make decisions on there. So,
Braden, thanks for coming in. Now I
welcome,
can't even
Brandon.
click on anything. Hold on. Appreciate you joining the club. This is, I assume that's how we get rich. Yeah, that's the key. That's the key. That's how I get rich. Just kidding. Annian said, I feel like in limited, most people sell their classics to buy in season again.
Yeah.
Classic feels so much easier to win than in season for me, at least in limited. So
Define win though. That's the issue there. Yeah.
right, like is winning 100, 250 essence the same as whatever the min cash is in season? Like, I don't know.
I think winning to me in season limited would be like going far on streaks, personally. Like I always say, like, you shouldn't really like worry about leaderboard cash. But I think that means even more in limited, if that makes sense. Just because there's so many players playing and, duplicate lineups and whatever.
Cards in classic and
Yeah.
min cash and in season. I can't remember the last card I won in limited.
Classically. Have you won one
classic
in
and
under
limited.
23 in your rookie?
I haven't won a card there.
Got
It's a great question. Let me look. Like actual card reward. Oh, did I craft it? No, I crafted that one.
Nobody wants your Guardio. Wow.
I won this guy, Gerard Martin.
Nice.
And that literally, I won Simon Ebenog. Never heard of him?
A bong. A bong.
Yeah. Like I really don't win that many cards.
Pico says winning cards isn't the same as winning good cards, unfortunately. Yeah, that hits.
I won this. Oh, here we go. Felix Le Marchal. That might have been a U23 reward.
Yeah.
And that's the only. I'm fairly certain that's the only rare card I've won this season.
No, you won a couple of Cuchos
You're right.
and
You're right.
Timber. You've won a couple tier
Timber
twos
I
and
might
stuff.
have crafted.
I
Did I win
think you
that
won
one?
him.
You might be, you might be right.
I feel like you won those. I can just remember those three. I don't remember any other ones.
That's because there are none.
Probably, yeah. No, I kind of get what Anion's saying, but yeah, I just think a winning in season limited has to be, yeah, getting on a little streak run, and winning back that way.
Depends how much essence, like.
Depends how much essence. Depends what quality of essence.
How do you feel about winning 20,000 limited all-star essence?
It'd be great for content, I think. I'd love to have like open that much essence, sorry, in a video or something. Yeah, I'm quite excited about that. Like from that perspective, yes, all star, fine. But yeah, at level 7, I thought it'd be 10. Did you see how many people are at level 7 in rare?
No.
Guess.
I thought
They're
I'd be
pay-
like,
They're
was it
paying
around
top 100.
600 in limited?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was.
so 250?
196, I think.
I'm at 3% in rare. Like, I'm not remotely
Yeah.
close.
No, I don't know. I assume they do it like make it a little bit hard. Not that I don't think 7's fine, but I just assume they would have just done like 10 just because it's like a flat number. But yeah, I guess 7. It's crazy, isn't it? Less than 200 people on the game only have, a level 7 vault. Not that like it's necessary, I guess, but I don't know. I just thought it'd be a little bit more than that. Just shows how little people play this game. Nah, it's those are the hardcores. Like I was speaking to Andreas earlier,
Yeah.
and like he was just explaining, like like those are like the most, the 200 people that play rare, and really want to try and maximize, returns and stuff as much as possible. Which yeah, definitely makes sense.
I wonder how many people got to level 7 not realizing what the rules actually were.
Probably. What was the thing you sent in there? I can't remember what was like you sent a screenshot of like the requirements or something like that.
Oh, yeah. It said multi-entry lineups are capped at 1. And I was like,
Oh,
that's not multi-entry.
no way! It's only one lineup, is it?
I assume so.
That's annoying. I would have liked to have a couple of goes at that, but yeah, I guess it makes sense. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at like, I think I need 200. Let me see. I need 433 vault points to get to level 7, which like obviously I'll do.
You gonna do it?
I mean, if I'm at level 6,
Oh, and live. Sorry, yeah.
like I should do it. Somebody,
Yeah,
I
it's
thought I
like
saw
2
this
stars.
Tobin's
it?
200 now.
Oh, okay.
What's his classic go for?
Like the baby trades has just awoken.
$10. That's not. I don't really want to pay $10 for two. Is it definitely 200? I feel like that's pretty much the going rate. Yeah, 200. Let's see what what the market gives us. Pico Player said, I made 200,000 limited essence this season. 200,000. With 12% vault, it's close to 25,000 essence for free on top of all the prize pools. I barely play arenas where you don't get a bonus. 200,000 limited essence? So Pico Player, you're maxed out on your vault? Let's see what, let's see, all, and we'll, oh, can we not do this by seal value? That's so annoying.
200,000.
Yeah.
That feels like a lot.
Seems like 25,000 on top.
Yeah.
Only 12%. Max is 20. Jeez.
Oh.
I just don't feel like I win enough essence each game week in order to vault more, seal more, whatever. Although I was saying that, I was just checking. So I'm winning just under 13,000 essence this game week, but a bunch of it, it's 6,400 is like half of it almost is from, in fact, almost exactly half is me taking essence from streaks instead of the cash.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like instead of $3 and $5, I'll take 1,000 essence or whatever it is.
Yeah, I've done that in limited. I hit a Eredivisie streak in limited and just took the essence. It's more fun.
Actually, I definitely took the cash, the $3 in contender. I didn't take the.
You didn't want to risk that.
I didn't want the contender.
That's amazing. Um, yeah,
I literally did
200,000 feels
that,
like a
and I
lot.
was like, "Yippee ki would love me doing this."
Mate, he's like he's gone back all in. He's like contender boy. He's everywhere now, I think, because you can take like they give you the option of rare and limited essence and stuff. He's sort of found a way around all that stuff, I guess. And
Is it if you take a different one, you get All Star? Is it something like
I
that?
don't think so, but I think like he doesn't care as much if it's like limited. I don't know. I actually don't. I don't know honestly. I think you still get the same comp, I guess.
Because said I play every single comp in limited max lineups apart from missing the fourth Bundesliga.
Jesus, so
That would tilt
everything
me.
into
That would tilt me not having a fourth. But I don't even have. I
yeah.
only have three Bundesliga, but I don't try to like max.
That's crazy though. 200,000 essence.
I think he washes contender essence in arena. Yeah,
Of course he does.
yeah, it's a good one. I don't think about essence as much as other people. Like something like that. I don't consider like, oh, I got to get rid of my other than my
Yeah.
contender taking my $3 instead.
Yeah, I'm not washing stuff and like intentionally anyway. I'm just if I have a couple thousand essence, I craft. If I don't, I'll play a bit of arena and stuff. But yeah, I haven't taken it like that serious. Although I do like playing arena, I don't do it for like the whole washing thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, another example though, going back to the secret example earlier, like Mickey Fu has been on fire recently in Challenger. And like I haven't sort of like had a look at how much he spent on those Challenger Super Rares, because he's obviously big in the Danish region. But he's had he's had a heater of a couple of weeks where he's basically just won Challenger Super Rare a couple of times and finished second this weekend and fourth and first the one like crazy run, like multiple lineups. And that's like 3 game weeks or so has probably easily paid off what he's spent in Super Rare, I'd
I would
imagine, like
assume
quite
so.
quite comfortably. And
Wasn't one
you
of them
know
an All Star like podium? I think it
Uh
was an All Star Classic. But isn't that how we got that Horta card?
oh yeah, yeah, sorry, yeah, he's won cards as well, but I just
Yeah,
mean like the cash, like just
maybe.
the because he has the classic uniques as well. So like he would have won like 6K this weekend just because of the first place had like two classics and an in-season unique, so it was like 100 and whatever percent. And um yeah, he's just been on an absolute heater. It's been insane.
Maybe Mickey can get rich off so rare.
I mean, if you go on like that for a couple, you only need. I mean, he's only done it for 3 weeks. Let's call it. Imagine doing that for a couple of months. Not to say like winning it every week, but there's no way. Especially with the unique bonuses, that's when it starts getting juicy, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
what Pranksy does, and we know Pranksy's outlaid a ton. I know he's been winning a good amount recently, so like he's on his way to maybe eventually being profitable. I don't know, but we know he's sunk a lot in. But yeah, I really do wonder if Mickey has to be, looking really good right now. Like he spent £300 on that Noah Markman in-season unique.
I
Yeah,
saw that recently and I was like, that is an
it's like,
incredible buy.
but guess who he bought it from?
Franksy?
Yes, honestly, Pranksy does give good deals. I'll give him that. But man, like,
So it's funny you say that. Does Pranksy give good deals or is he just reasonable?
yeah, he's probably just reasonable. Like with cards, he doesn't care about type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think he's like, yeah, give me a reasonable offer and I'll take it. And
Hmm.
it's a breath of fresh air when it comes to like
It
trying to get cards like
really
that.
is. Yeah,
Somebody
we've
who's
not
like,
been
yeah,
used to that, have
yeah.
we? Like,
I just
we
wish everybody else was more honest and they would just be like, I'm trying to just rob you. So please just
right.
make sure that happens.
I'm seeing now Mickey's kind of working his way into Eredivisie Super Rare. He's been buying some NEC 2 weeks ago and yeah, 10 days ago off instant buy actually. Maybe had some credits, but yeah, I'm just kind of. I mean, I can't work out in my head, but he's got a ton of in-season supers, um, but like I don't think any of them are really like that expensive. Like actually, yeah, let me go highest price. The most this is insane. The most he spent on an in-season super rare. Guess
300 or you have in pounds, 250.
pounds. 220. And then
That's
and
crazy.
it was that Caleb Urinki guy, the centre mid or whatever his name is for
He's a
Norwich.
beast.
Yeah, he's really good. Hansen was the second most expensive at 200. Then the next most expensive was 7 days ago, and it was £130 on an Eredivisie card. Like he hasn't spent hardly anything on these like Norges Lund, Lee Bum £60. Like Kleiber £50,
I think
Alves 50. It's
what I
just
love about
insane.
that, we were having a conversation the other day about like what makes an expert for these lineup projections, and he does the lineup projection for the Danish Superliga,
Yeah, he's the
and it's like
best.
I consider him an expert.
He's across. Like, granted, there's only like I know that he does all the teams, but there's only like let's just call it four teams we really care
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not downplaying it, but like he is like all in on those four. Like,
Yeah.
never gets it wrong. Really, in fairness to him, whereas like other people might do more than that. But yeah, honestly, Mickey's insane. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, is crazy. Okay, so some of these might not show me the price because it says like trade. You know, like it says
Yeah.
traded, so I might not see all the whole prices. But um, man, yeah, he just crushed it. You know, but that just shows like everyone's going to Turkey, everyone's going to, well, not everyone's going to Scotland or Austria, but what the other ones, Portugal. Like people are buying Portuguese cards and Turkish, Gala cards, and then obviously Mickey's, sort of knowledge base is Danish, and yeah, it's they because he didn't even think they could punch. Like he genuinely
Yeah.
said start of the season like I'm buying them because obviously I'll know who's playing and stuff as best as I can. But I don't think they'll compete from a price a score perspective. But jeez, he bought Noah Markman super rare for £12 off auction 5 months ago. £12. It's honestly
In,
this is
se-
just ridiculous.
in season.
In season is 14% Noah Markman. It's the one of 10.
So what's crazy
Well,
about that? So he basically has in season he has Midtjylland, Norgesland, and Brøndby
yeah.
stacks.
Uh-huh.
Midtjylland and Brøndby are second and third.
Wow.
Norgesland are eighth in
Yeah.
Denmark, and it's
I
just like
know.
smashing.
Like, how is that happening? So Mickey spent £12, and then since then he's gone for like £35,
Yeah.
£105, £80, £40, and 2 months ago the instant buy was 135. But like £12.
That's got to be the only bid.
Yeah, it probably was. One of 10. I'll have a look now.
Crazy.
No, there was two. Him and another guy went from 950 to 12. Like,
And the other guy probably bid to get lucky loser like wheel spin.
yeah, there's no because obviously Markman's come in as like the Hogsberg replacement, hasn't he? But like,
Yeah.
I don't think Hogsberg had left by then because this is 5 months ago. Maybe he had, but it would have been close.
Yeah.
Because I crafted Markman rare, and I didn't really know much, so I crafted him 4 months ago in rare. So at that point, he wasn't like popping, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense how he's got him that cheap in a way, but at the same time, like it's just crazy. Like you have to spend £30 on the rare in season 4 days ago to even that's not even the winter edition just to
Yeah.
get the rare. Like, yeah, Mickey, honestly, that ROI must be
That's
stupid
awesome.
right now. Like, so good.
My phone is ringing and I got to pick it up.
That's
So you
okay.
keep talking.
I'll try. Um, yeah, Mickey's been on fire. It just shows but you do need like that. You need to be really knowledgeable, in a certain subset of this game. That could have been Austria. It doesn't have to be Denmark. That's just the example here, isn't it? But like, you really, really do need to have that sort of edge, I would say, just to be able to buy fucking Noah Markman for 12 quid. Now, that doesn't mean to say like that's going to make you a good SO5 player because you have to line them up and whatever. But yeah, Denmark's been an interesting one. Like, there's been some really good scores from the Danish boys this season. Midtjylland, to say the least, have been ridiculous. Ironically, once Laird stopped buying the in seasons after like 3 seasons of buying in season cards. I guess Al, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I can't really disagree with that. I do think you do need to find your niche, and like Mickey says there. Oh, I didn't show, sorry, but Mickey, I explained that he's venturing into Eredivisie. Like, once you've kind of conquered your niche, which he shows, like it seems like he has, you will have an appetite to go elsewhere and do other things. But I think, yeah, first of all, become a master of one, not a jack of all, and sort of branch out after that is kind of I think the blueprint, genuinely, especially in season now. Like, my sort of apprenticeship on here was like under 23, but there was no in season or anything, right? So that was my niche, and I tried to become really good at that, but there was no sort of like, there was payoffs in the sense of winning cards, but there was no, oh, I guess there was, yeah, there was podium cash to win, technically, but there was no streaks or, sort of in season under 23. So I'll just say, yeah, I think Al's hit it on the head there Was Markman more of a collection piece? I don't know, Mike. I think he was one of the first cards he bought from that Nordisland collection. So
He probably knew Hofstra
yeah,
leaving.
yeah, 100%.
There was a comment earlier where it was from Behab.
Yeah.
Where did it go? It was something about streaks. Here we go. Having completely ignored streaks, I feel confident saying I was wrong to do so. So, like, Behab plays unique, basically. Super rare
Yeah,
unique.
unique Super A. He's got the Hearts collection. He's got obviously all the MLS stuff, but outside the MLS stuff, he's mainly Super A. He has, yeah, I know he has rare classics. He has like a City collection, doesn't he? In rare because he likes City. But yeah, in season one, I don't think he's done too much in rare or limited. But I mean, I have that same feeling in like seeing Deke win 5 grand, like not just Deke, but people winning 5 grand with Bundesliga limited. You know, like I had that exact feeling. It just felt like, what have I missed out on here? You know, it's insane. Like,
Yeah. So I kind of keep going back and forth. Um, so I play limited Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Challenger, and Contender. Uh, Bundesliga, I only did because I was after everybody won the 1,000 and 5 grand, and I was like, that league looks easy, and I haven't won anything. And Contender, I did only. I think I did Contender poorly, and I'm still doing it poorly, and I don't know if I want to throw money in. But ever since I started playing Super Rare, like Super Rare in season,
yeah, yeah.
and I've won fuck all with that. Maybe I won some unique XP this game week. Actually,
It's a positive.
I might have won some Super Rare and unique XP, but obviously I'm playing that in a way that I need everything to line up perfectly, and
Yeah.
it's been 3 game weeks, so and it hasn't yet. But the more I look into Super Rare, the more I'm like, should I just hang out here from now on? Like it's weird. Like I the the streak thing when it comes to limited, and obviously I could do it in rare. I just kind of skipped it. But it's like however level or whatever level you get to 3, 4, and then I haven't gotten to level 5 yet. Like I've only had one league on game week where I was like competing for the 5th. Everything else, I think the highest I've gotten is 3rd going to the 4th. But it's like every time you go back to 0, you're just like, it's disheartening, and you're just like, all right, I got to go back again. And then you look and you're like, shit, it's December already, and it almost feels like if that's all I'm playing for, maybe I should just play Super Rare.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Like, I think the only thing that like negates that is like, are you happy to not build a ton of lineups and have a lot of lineups going out over the weekend? If you are, then yeah, I think it's kind of a no-brainer, to be honest, right? Like less worries and less time spent sort of building lineups and whatever, and not having to worry about streaks. Yeah, yeah, I don't disagree with it. I think there is definitely an element to that. But then you ask, yeah, like you said, Behab, and he wants the opposite, right? We always want the
Right.
opposite, like sadly. And yeah, I'm kind of with Behab on the whole like the early 5x stuff. Like I kind of wish I went into limited early on just to see how far I could take, the streaks from like the 4 main leagues. But yeah, like I don't think I would have carried things on necessarily. Maybe I would have, but the streaks are weird though. The streaks are strange. Like especially if you're on a low streak and you're not in a high division, it's just so demoralizing on the weekend. Like it's just you just know you're not in D1 and you're going for streak 1. It's just like fuck. Like it's just the nut low of sweats on Sorare right now. But
I had
yeah.
just that thought the other day. I forget. I think it was my Contender lineup that hit the streak this past game week, and it was like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Division 3, and I was just like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I'm on the bench for Bayern tonight, number 36. I don't know what that means.
Is there a Mikey on the bench or
I
something?
didn't think so. I had it right here. Hold on.
Oh, there is. There's a Mike.
Oh,
Wisdom
just right
Mike.
there, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. Streak 1 and 2 for shit. Yeah, I agree with you, Onion. I would say though that's where like, and I think Laird said the same. Like, just take the essence. I think early on, like, I think it's just way more fun. You've got way more upside because you could just somehow craft some some god card, and it's just all amazing at that point. But yeah, not that that's gonna happen all the time.
I think what's tricky about it is, excuse me, like I actually tweeted this yesterday. I was kind of joking about it, but then the more I thought of it, I was like, it makes sense. Like you have to get to 1 and 2 before you get to 5. So
You
they've
do.
built this like mechanism where they're like, hey, congrats on your streak. Here's $3 or 800 whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you have to get to 1 and 2 before you get to 5. And I feel like too much during this season. I'm just like, whatever. I'm not even on the first streak, and I just like throw a lineup in, and then it doesn't hit the streak, and I'm like upset. But it's like
Yeah.
I didn't put the effort in, and so I think early in the season when they had like the lower levels or the extra payouts, like we took streaks a lot more seriously, and now you're just like, I'm going to take it seriously when I get to 3, but like you pretty much have to take it seriously all the way.
You really do. Like you do. As much as it's like demoralizing building lineups for streak 1, like you do. Otherwise, like you said, yeah, how are you supposed to ever get to streak 5? It's obviously really true, but it's still hard to come out of that rut. You're just like, what? Like I don't need to, double check this or triple check that player and whatever goes into your lineup process. But yeah, but then yeah,
It was, I'm pretty sure this one was such a killer. Franklino
oh
went off injured, and I had
yeah,
the
that's brutal.
decisive from Chalanoglu already,
That's
and
a
then yeah,
huge score.
but it was contender here. Hold on, this lineup right here, Division 2, and I was just like, whatever, and it 432 hand worker. Shout out to Dobbsy. Is he the one who likes hand worker? Might
Could
be.
be, yeah. W loves the Bundes too.
Yeah, and I think hand worker was like 60% to play, and then he played, and I was like, all
Oh,
right. And then these guys or these two played well. Or who's the defender here? Marcus Matheson, I think is his name. He
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
suspended, so I had to like find someone else. And obviously, I took like this Colombo guy from Racing who was away to Boca, and I'm like, that's not going to work.
Oh my
And
God.
then it hits, and I took 1,000 essence. Or no, I took the $3, and I won 1,000 essence.
So you could have had 2,000 technically.
I don't think they offered 1,000 essence actually.
Oh, really? Of course, yeah, yeah,
First streak, yeah. Although, was it the first streak? I hate that
yeah.
they don't show
$3 should
you.
be.
They don't show you after the game weekends,
I
like
know.
what level you're on.
Yeah,
But
it's
I guess it's
brutal.
what does say first. But yeah, 360. So this one hit it too. Shout out to Neymar.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah. Pico says whenever you are at streak 1, your EV already includes the percentage of streak 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sure, but nobody thinks of it that way.
Right. Yeah, it's just brutal.
So it's serious time already. I like that line. But it's true. Like I feel like Gator was the first one to like bring that up. He's like, I'm not going to buy the expensive cards for streaks 1 and 2.
Right.
Like for Bundesliga, I didn't buy the expensive cards, and my guys have just been awful.
Sucked.
Like I hit the first streak here with a mini Leipzig stack
Yeah.
and a Miri.
Yeah, I feel like Raum just went missing, didn't he, for a few weeks ever since
He did, but he's been smashing
he's
lately.
been back since, yeah.
Like he's back. Well, I
Oh
mean, he's
wow,
not
okay.
300s in a row back, but like,
Because like it was like 4 terrible scores in a row. Then he went to international break, and then yeah, he's been back since. Yeah,
yeah, like all of this with only one decisive.
right. But yeah,
Yeah, I think I bought
yeah.
right here. Of course.
After the
I
yeah,
was like,
the
Bundesliga looks
4
fun. Let me
lows.
get this round guy.
This is easy. Chasing scores, baby. Been doing it since 2020.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh
all
yeah.
have.
Who was the other guy that Raum was hit, but there was another one I saw the other day, and I was like, I definitely bought this guy after like two
Some
90s in a
scores.
row. I'm trying to think of who that would have
Who
been.
would, yeah, who would have that been? I can't think. But yeah, going back to like the rich stuff, Pranksy. Like, is Pranksy on track now after his like last month or so? Because he's won a couple $100,000 the last couple months, I'd say, or month or so.
So
70.
he won 100 grand this week and last week.
Did he?
I'm
Pranksy
pretty
players.
sure. I'm pretty sure he he posted in the Discord that he won $76,000 this game week.
Okay, so game week 33.
Like you can't see the multiplier in the total.
Really?
I'm pretty sure about that.
That should be the projected reward would be included.
So I thought that as well, but mine showed, let me see, for his last week, like this game week that's closing, showed like 50. Let me pull it up here.
62 is showing
62?
me. Because like if you just add up the numbers at the bottom, they won't add up to 62, which means that like
That's fair. So he lost 10 grand sometime yesterday.
Yeah, that's nice. 9, 13, 15, 16. Let's call it 17. Yeah, 17. You're looking at about 17,000 on paper, like here, and then with multiples up to 62. But yeah, he's had a bit of a run, hasn't he? 62.
Yeah, like this lineup right here won $23,000.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
18,000 in bonuses thanks to in season Gordon, Big Dick Nick, and Bruno, and then classic Vardiol and Donnarumma.
Like I almost think like he's basically what I'm getting at is say like the thing I've done with the La Liga. Imagine if I bought like basically the same in season cards that I have, but in unique in season. So I've got like the multiples coming out of everywhere. Like, and was I just better off just doing one La Liga lineup, no rare streaks, anything, all in, and just hope and pray that. Because like every time I've won in La Liga so far, it's been like $100, $200, $300, $400 max. I've never won anything other than like $400, but I've won it like, let's just call it 6 or 7 times. And I know, had I had like the 80% and the 120%, those turn into thousands quite quickly.
Sure, they sure do.
You only need 180% plus the classic unique. You're at 100%. So yeah, I wonder if like that's not as fun because I've just that means I've got one lineup going out every week in season rather than however many I have now. But that being so concentrated, I wonder if your 2, 3, 4 grand coming in the start of the season, is it just better off somehow if you can somehow get your hands on those uniques and a couple of good classic supers? It doesn't have to just be La Liga, but anyway, like does that pay the fact that like those bonuses can really start adding up? I wonder. I really do always think that.
Yeah, I think the difficulty is like how much do you think the in-season supers you bought, could you have even gotten those uniques?
Wonder when they brought out Escandel. I'm pretty sure Escandel went for like 1,000. Let me have a look. Like around the time that I bought mine.
Let's buy it right now.
Yeah, 3 months ago it went for £1,700. 10x more than what I paid for mine. But like, if I came in with a bit more of a balance, so I buy that. I buy, I don't think they've maybe done Costas unique. Fornals unique. I wonder what that's gone for. Costas unique hasn't come out. Fornals, you're talking a couple. It's easy a couple grand. I'm definitely not disputing that. But with what I've already won, yeah. So like, let's just call it 3 grand. Pounds. I've already had the Amal, and then it's like let's just Ruben Vargas or whoever it is. Obviously, it's not as concentrated as this, but I'd say it's easy. Let's just call it 5 grand. I think I would have won that back already if I had those multipliers on what I've already won. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
quite comfortably as well.
I'm trying to see where the Escandel was played.
Anion says, good luck getting unique. Well, I don't need a unique one. I can just use a super rare, right? Like, I've got the super rare Yamal. I don't need to go buy a unique version.
Here it is.
Wasted. Wasted with a Kunde. The guy I bought Llorente off finished second. Have a look how random his lineup is. Of course, he's got Escandel captain. Nacho Vidal, like a random right back, last man tackle. Abdi scores 100 against Barcelona.
Yeah.
Ex-club.
As Piliqueta still plays football, huh?
Apparently, yeah, for Sevilla. And then Renato Vega, midfielder card, which is a little random one. Just like the most random lineup ever, that is. But no bonuses.
It's exactly why I would Like this is why I wanted to play limited limited super rare.
Yeah, because it does just happen, especially when Real Madrid don't pop up. He's really unlucky. He was winning up until the last game yesterday, Laird, where Osasuna, check the top, it's a full Osasuna stack.
Jeez.
Captain keeper. Okay, so he's got 100% on that. Eight
Yeah,
grand.
it doubled it. Yeah, 8 grand.
Like
That's
that is
crazy.
insane. There's no way that unique at the top there, Victor Munoz, went for much. I can just guarantee you.
Oh, wait, I should have just clicked on that card.
Shock. It's just like that lineup cost less than a. Oh, he crafted it. Yeah, less than $1,000. That lineup cost easy. Catania's probably $300. I don't even want to know what the keeper and is a classic keeper, isn't it? Or was it in season? Yeah, it'd have to.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. Like that's $100 car. You know, like
Yeah.
Burmo. That guy's not worth much, and I don't know who this John Malonkia guy or whatever his name is. They're just not worth much. I just know they're not. Like 8 grand from 1 week. It's just like. And that's where it like I've been so consistent in La Liga for 13 game weeks this call. I've probably won cash half the time. But I've and you just need one win and double it and it's 8 grand,
Yeah.
It's just like it's crazy.
He either got this card years ago for a lot or recently for nothing.
Yeah, because
2 years ago. 2 years ago though.
Yeah. That's a lot as well, man, for 2 years ago. Kinda. Maybe not. Herrera's really good, I think, in the second division, maybe. Catania, yeah. I reckon he's a couple hundred.
Also
yeah, okay. So he had him for a while. Fair enough. But like, if you were to buy that, I know he spent that money on there, but
like
he's a couple
coming into the season, he bought 3 cards.
Yeah.
For what, $600?
Yeah. And he just won 8
and just
grand.
won 8 grand. Yeah.
Like that's how you get rich. We spoke for an hour,
right there
and that is it. Like we don't need to say anything else. Like, well,
so we're back to buying shit cards. Yeah,
yeah. We are in super rare because, it you don't need great scores. Like, I'm winning $300 in La Liga Super Rare this weekend with a 29 from Fornals and a 44 from an Osasuna player. Ironically, Aymar Oroz. Both my midfielders just completely. He had a BCC, and then Fornals had 5 BC. Look at that. Like the scores aren't that great. If we're being honest,
you had a clean sheet and 1 decisive.
Yeah. -6 and +9 AA on my midfielders. Like, you can't get away with that in La Liga Rare or Limited. You just can't.
I would
Can
assume
you?
not.
Like, there's no way you're getting away with 2, like, really bad scores. I fail to see, especially that high up. I'm just not. I'd be shocked. I know Real Madrid did blank and stuff, so maybe, but everyone's got Pedri in Rare Unlimited.
Barcelona's worth 5.
I know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pedri smashed. Obviously, Yamal smashed. If people paid Ferran, like, yeah, like everyone's gonna have a Pedri. I know that's top, but yeah, it's just like, okay, 1 bad score there. To be fair, another terrible captain, but terrible 93, captain. 96, and 100. Like that's where you can get away with it. That's crazy though.
96.
Yeah, he went on like a weird AA surge at the end. 2 BCCs. Was he on set piece? 6 attempted assists. Like, what's going on there? Yeah, he was at. That's like old Tchouaméni. Remember, like, where like he's basically like Vinny Souza, but just on like the best scale. I wonder if he took any, because that's a lot of key passes.
That's way too many.
Yeah.
None.
Imagine if he. That's crazy though.
No set pieces. I assume just Arda Güler still took them. Yeah, 7.
Wow.
Has he been the biggest disappointment in La Liga now?
Who, Arda?
Yeah.
Of late. I guess he was really good for a while, right? I think just Madrid are disappointing, aren't they? I know Mbappe's still kind of doing his thing. Yeah, I don't know. He has been disappointing recently, but it's so hard, right? Bellingham, him, Valverde. They've got so many mids. Like, yeah.
I would love Kamavinga to leave.
Oh, he's injured again.
Hmm.
Oh, Camavinga. $90 still for the limited. But going back to what I said, I still stand by. I just don't think you can carry two bad scores like I have there in Super Rare. And that's kind of the luxury in a way of playing at Super Rare, because you don't have to have five smashes to just pinch some cash, and the cash starts at like $150 in La Liga, for example. Like the top four leagues, the cash stats really nice, whereas like challenging contender starts at like $35. So it's like,
Yeah.
if you pinch, if you sort of scrape in, it's not amazing, but it's still better than nothing. Yeah, so maybe we all just start playing Super Rare, I think, is the conclusion.
I will say that the itch that it scratches that I have been missing from So
Hmm.
Rare is just like figuring out how to get certain cards.
Yeah,
It used to be kind of like harder, and with limited, you could always just get a card, and rare
right.
almost always. Although
It's
I might
getting
have to have
harder.
him, I might have to have him come on, but Gator's been like complaining about that recently. That in rare,
Wow.
it's just like not that easy to get cards now. Um,
But
and
Gator wants
ironic,
them like now.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know, like he wants them
yeah.
like the second that player's in his head, he actually wants them in his
Yeah,
gallery.
14 offers go out, and he needs to get it.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that it's making him not want to do that product anymore. And he's like, I should just play limited because then I can just always get the card I need. And
Yeah.
he hasn't done it yet because I just don't think
I don't think he's gonna do it.
I don't think he can. I think there's like this is how I want to play, but this isn't what I want to win. And so
Right.
he's in a bit of a
He
rock and a
doesn't
hard
want to be.
place.
Yeah, there's no way he's gonna like get up for doing streak 1 and 2 in limited. Like, there's just no way. I'd love to see Sean do that though. Mate, Sean's got some in-season cards, by the way. Can we just say? I
Super
think
rare,
Sean.
right?
Yeah, but like Sean's
Yeah.
Sean's been doing a little bit. I think behind the scenes, it feels like. I know a couple of them he's won and stuff, but
I think he
he.
cares more than he admits.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but he definitely puts out Jupiler League in season, contender in season, challenger in season, multiple lineups.
He does contender in season. Is there like
I
Asian
think
cards?
so. Let's have a look. Pretty sure he does. Prem in season. Bruno captain 100.
Classic Bruno?
Classic
Sure.
Bruno. Yeah, he plays. He's got two in season contender lineups. Yeah, a lot of Asian cards, but he's got like Isaac Lippberg and Wittek in the season, super rare. Yeah, he's playing. He's playing.
Gosh, that's crazy. Pedri was got as low as $402.
What's he back up to?
Oh, 1,000.
What? No way.
Now these are like the winter
The
one. Although this one
Yeah,
800, and that's not a non-winter one.
that's
Good
crazy.
call, Onion.
Pedro's a good example of that. He went up from. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
$100 in limited to 180. Actually, probably got lower. 90, 88.
Jesus.
I still think there are trading opportunities for injured players like that if you're willing to just sit on them for 2 months,
And
three
just
months.
not worry about SO5. I think there is. There definitely is. You buy
You
10 of
know,
him for 800.
this was
800.
literally a month ago.
Wow.
$88.
Spend a grand on 11 of 10 or 9 Pedris, and then double your. Well, what's he going for now? Sorry, 100. Yeah, more than double your money basically. There's a living. There's $1,000. $250 a week.
Just bought a rare Heisen, hoping his graphic looks the
Mm,
same.
it won't look like Pedri's, I wouldn't say, just because he's a defender and he's just not Pedri,
Yeah.
But it might go up, but I don't think it'll, you know, double. Maybe it does, but
Jeez. I mean, he was like the best
wow.
defender in La Liga for a bit.
Yeah. It might not be a bad shout because Militao's out, so yeah, like he's gonna play and come back and probably be quite good. So
Yeah, like this time
yeah,
he's a beast.
right, yeah, he was insane.
He was like by far the best defender on Football.Fun for a bit.
Was he? Look at Carasas. Started off low and then kicked on, I guess.
Just a lot of like unknown and then known.
Yeah. Oh, little valley there.
Did he get hurt?
Don't know.
Not really. It's $17 and last one 55.
Yeah, you're right, Braden. He's no like yeah, he's a good defender, but unfortunately, defenders just aren't as like as what's the word like desirable as
Yeah,
midfielders like Pedri on this game. You know that, and the price will just reflect that. It's just as simple as that.
probably. Yeah.
And forwards even more so, like a Yamal. Like if a Yamal was injured for 3 months, you could probably have like doubled your money on a Yamal, for example. Like if he was to come back and kick on, because he's a forward. Like it's hard to get forwards.
Would you consider branching out to another super rare league, or would you do another La Liga lineup?
Um, so I'm in Eredivisie and I play Challenger. I've got 3 lineups in Challenger. I just never get any luck there. Or
Super
never,
rare?
I just don't. Yeah, super.
Oh, because all the Excelsior boys or something.
Well, Excelsior's
Oh, you
yeah. I
said
go
Challenger.
yeah Challenger. So I've got like I don't even. I've just got yeah. I've got loads of Scottish cards.
Cards.
Yeah, yeah. I've got like a full Motherwell stack. I've got like a St. Mirren semi stack. I crafted Mitov, so I've got another Scottish keeper. Then I've got yeah random Turkish cards and whatever, Otamendi Superas and whatever. Um, Not really no, because I don't have any. Like I want like a my requirement would be like, do I have an insane super rare somewhere? Like this just being rotted in All Star, and my answer is probably not. Like from Liga 1, Bundesliga, Prem, Contender, I really don't have anything that like stands out. Going yeah to the last point of your sentence, yeah, I'd probably go La Liga because I do have the Huijsen super rare. So like if he was to come back, you know, like I just play him in under 23 because that super because that's where all I could do. I don't play champ. I don't have a champ super keeper. So yeah, I think if I had another goalie, I'd explore that. But I need I've got so many injuries in La Liga right now. I've got Puado still out. I've got Vargas out to the new year. Llorente. Like I'm really down. If everyone was back, I could almost put out 2 lineups had I have another keeper. So yes, the keeper's the one. The sort of gatekeeper, yeah, ironically gatekeeping me from not playing a second lineup. Yeah, I'd need a forward. I don't have another super forward in season.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because obviously I don't want to spoil my next Liga on Super Rare video too much, but the more that I think about playing Super Rare, the more I'm like, I think you have to play with a unique. Like that bonus
Yeah,
just changes everything.
it does. Funny, this is like kind of the first week I've won cash and not had the bonus. Like last time I won, I finished 15th like 2 weeks ago with Llorente, the week he got injured. But that works out as like $100 more, you know, because you get the 25% with the, I've got a 4%, you know, vault or whatever, 24%. So, you know, it's great, right? $300 turns into basically 400, whereas now 300 is just 300 or 300 whatever, 12 or whatever. So, yeah, but you know, I'm more than happy to take it. It's just like, yeah, I'd love to get. That's my one missing piece. I don't have an in-season La Liga Super Rare, in-season La Liga Unique. I don't have
Yeah.
any. So like,
In-season uniques are tough.
that's the one. Like that would be like the big. Like if I was to really make a jump and try and like make my one lineup better, but obviously just more concentrated on the bonuses. You know, you're looking at 104% then if I win anything. So it's like, you know, could I figure that out? But yeah, the in-season uniques just miserable to look at. Like no one's selling them, and if they are, they're terrible, and they're not auction any, and it's just a weird, yeah, it's a horrible little. There's 5 in-season uniques on auction right now. There is one La Liga, Willett, the guy who just scored against Madrid for Celta Vigo. He's played like 1 game off the bench. It's just like I just don't unless Prancy crafts someone that he doesn't want. Like that's the only route I think I'm going to get into an in-season unique. You know, so hard.
Yeah. The
But that's
classic
fun
uniques,
though.
like it's still fun to get those. Like
Those are fun, yeah. Especially if you haven't got any or just like one in that region, because you know you're like more than happy to play him. So if you've got 2, you can play both, but obviously you can't play the Super.
Braden's got the in-season Llorente
Oh,
unique.
nice, Braid. Love that, mate. Do you want to sell it? I'll swap you.
How
That
many
would be
are there?
fun. There's a lot. There's like 6 or 7. 6, yeah. Ooh, so Braden is nimble. We figured him
Doxed.
out. Being dogs.
We've exposed him.
Of course, 15% Pranksy. I
Well,
love how my
look at this.
ones.
Look at this group you're in. Braden,
I know.
Nanzo, Pranksy, Harry Chades, the Karupu, the original OG goat.
Karupu is OG, OG, OG. Yeah, it's a fun card.
He's got a lot of fun cards. Still,
Has he really? Does he play?
no.
Really? It's insane, isn't it? How many like cards one like how many cards that is that one account can absorb, and like no one even like bats an eyelid.
So sold a bunch. Look at that. The Dompe unique for
Jeez.
$129.
That was like when the announcement must have happened, roughly. You know, like or
The
just
I
after.
Chicharito
Ooh,
unique. That's great.
that's funny.
Let's see what else is here. I mean, it's like 4 months ago. What is that?
Hmm.
6 or 7 months ago, and then a year like just gone,
It's crazy.
and still has 1,200 rares,
600
226
super.
uniques. What do you think the best unique he has is?
Oh, he must have a really good one somewhere. Having 226. Yeah. Neymar.
I bet this card was like 50,000, at least 50,000.
Easy, easy. I've got like 80 in my. Okay. Look how much ETH that is, though. 74 ETH. That's like 300, 400 grand. Holy moly, Roger.
Yo, that's a good one.
That's a nice one. Pepe's kind of
Pablo been
fun.
awesome this season.
Yeah, he has. Zlatan, that's funny. Roofs. Wow. Still a
It's
good
actually
little
not nearly as
gallery.
good as I expected.
Yes. Look at Busio scores, by the way. He is ripping.
Whoa.
95 with no DA.
They're back in Serie B.
Yeah. I think he's just too good for that league. Oh, he loves Neymar. Joey.
But like two
Two
Joeys,
Joeys.
Benakin, Gakpo, Lukeba. Wow.
Wow. Van Gassel. Exact same card as I've got, like same year. Love it. Two Raskins.
I miss when Jesper Carlson was like the best player on the platform.
So good, wasn't he? Honestly, he was so good. It was insane. There's literally there's 10 in-season unique La Liga players on the market as we speak. 10. It's all I could buy if I really wanted to from listings. 10.
Oh, like on the secondary market.
Yeah. Yeah, on the secondary.
10 in season.
Unique La Liga cards. 10. That's just crazy.
And you don't
The
want
only
any.
one. Well, that Amon Barry's really interesting. Well, not really interesting, but he's definitely like not terrible. Like he can, you know, he can
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah.
He doesn't take sets either, which is kind of weird because Lewis Mia does, which I think he got red carded actually on the weekend. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see if I miss being able to go on SD and seeing what people won. That was the best. Ah, what a sight!
Oh, that's
Honestly.
what I was gonna say earlier when we were talking about you like with the best cards.
Uh huh.
That's the content that we're missing of you building Pranksy's lineups each game week.
Yeah, that would be fun. Now QTN's doing it behind the shadows, isn't he? In the shadow realm.
Let's see. What supers are ready for you?
What would I need most? Maybe probably a midfielder, if we're being honest. Oh, there's Aaron Barry, midfielder.
Pecky Fernandez has been good. Or
Yeah, he's pretty
okay.
fun. Vinny. I mean, that Abdi's actually, like, he would go quite nice with my Fornals. Forward, though, but it's expensive.
It doesn't seem so
Dude.
bad for too many, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, that could be really interesting. Solid card.
I was just about to say he just has like no upside as he comes off a 96 without a decisive.
No upside at all.
But like other than this 100, that was for France though.
You just know he's not going to kill you, basically. It's one of them, isn't it? Like, you kind
Yeah.
of know you're going to get 50 out of him minimum, and then it's like, he might do 60. Which is nice. Like,
Jude.
Jude.
Gosh, how much Griezmann has fallen. Both
Oh, it's
like in real
nuts,
life.
isn't
Oh, there's
it?
Mia.
Mia. Lo Celso. Mia got wrecked. Yeah.
That seems really cheap to me though.
Does seem pretty cheap.
230?
I'd probably rather the Aaron Barrier though, right? For like, I think he's a little bit less.
Which guy?
He plays for the same team. Go all the way up.
Oh,
He was. There's my boy. Oh, look at Vargas. Look how cheap Vargas has gone because of the injury. That is brutal, man. Gavi. So I do need to buy a Camo, but I won the Oviedo version because I won the 6%.
but this would be.
No, he doesn't have a picture. So it's just like an
So
Oviedo packet. Yeah.
sucks.
I know. I could have bought him off Sorare's instant buy a few weeks ago, but they've taken him down weirdly. Like he's not on there anymore, which is annoying.
Those are so like hit or miss.
Yeah, sometimes you can get really lucky, and then other times they're just not there.
I don't know La Liga like that well, but comparing these to the League Un ones, it just seems like such better value.
Really?
The League Un like secondary market for super rares, in season super rares is
Terrible.
awful.
There's people just like trying to extort you on Hakimi's.
Yeah, it's also because there's just not that many good players.
Yeah.
Like
Ethan
this
Mbappe?
Aubameyang has sat there for weeks.
A bit too much, that. 800. Beereth. Yeah, it feels like...
324 for Hogsberg. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Are Bayern winning? No. Bayern a 0-0 versus Sporting's like C team. They've got Cow. They're missing their best two players. Inacio's benched.
They just gave up away to Bayern. They don't care. Like, they're just like, we're not going to waste.
They're over it.
They're
just gonna get pumped.
Yeah, which I'm fine with because it means that they're going to play this game week. This is the weekend that I wish I was like. I should have, not that you can like plan to get on a fifth streak, but when I was doing my lineups, so I have Sporting, Benfica, and Porto defensive stacks. I have full Sporting, full Benfica, and I have a Fenner stack.
Jesus.
Like collections. And I was going through Benfica are 70% to win. Fenner are 73%. Sporting are 86. And it was the other one. Porto?
Yeah. They're like 70. They're like 80, I think.
Yeah. Like
it could be 80.
All of the ones that did I say? Yeah, Porto's 80. And I was just like, I'm going for the third streak, and I'm just like, this sucks because I literally put my lineups in already because I was so excited. But I was like, Sporting, this is combo Sporting and Porto, and someone should get to the fifth streak, but I'm only on the third, or going for the third.
Yeah, you need to be like at least fourth there to like make it like, wow, this is fun. But third, because you're gonna get some monster scores, and it's gonna be like, no.
Right, I'm going to hit it then, and then when I go for the fifth, I'm going to score 312. And
right. So brutal. I saw you were winning a lot of Super Essence this weekend, Laird.
I'm winning enough to craft, but I'm not enough for a clue, and so I'm like,
Have you got? Well, you could do the snow. Have you got enough for the snow globe clue?
I don't
Surely it's like 300, isn't it? You've got enough. How many have you got? How much essence have you got right now?
I've got literally just 1,000, and I'm winning 750, I think.
Yeah. So if you craft and you don't pick the right one, you can use 300 essence and go again. Come on. If there's a couple of like nice stars, like not stars, but nice high-tiered players, then that could be interesting. Kind of.
I'm just going to turn my 1,800 essence into 400 and no card.
I turned 3,000 super essence last weekend into 1,000 super essence. Like I just blew 2,000 like it was nothing. It just went nowhere. I didn't take the card. I just left it. Like, but there was nothing to There was a Nene Dorgales Super in one of the mixes, and I probably should have maybe snow globed it, but like I was like, nah, I'll be fine. But that was like the first run, so I was like, oh, the next set will be fine, but it wasn't.
What do I need? Hold on.
Wait,
This
there's three.
do I need like 100 of these for super rare, or
Nah, surely not.
do I need 20?
I think you need 40.
40.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
I swear. I swear.
Just raw dog season, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's more I just wanted to use the league clue so that it's like if I had a league on one, I would just take it.
Just take it, yeah. How much? Yeah, 500. Okay, yeah, you could use a clue if you wanted to. If you were in a standard room.
I was gonna say, knowing me, I'd get the tier 2 room, and then it'd be like, oh, here we go. No clues, no essence.
Yes, bro.
But it's on tier 2, so everything's good, right?
Well, it can be. Not if they've thrown in MLS tier 2s. You can get screwed there. Anyway,
Right.
Baby Trades has just woken up from his hour nap, hour and 20.
Sounds good to me. I'm almost done with my tea, which means my voice is going to go any moment. So I think that's a perfect time to end. So thanks everyone for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. Thank you to everybody who is a member of the Laird Social Club or Harry's YouTube channel. Much appreciated. That support goes a long way. So if you are watching this back and you are not a member, get in there. Links are in the description of the video. Really helps support everything we do. More support we get, the more content we can do, and everybody wins. Simple as that. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. Make sure you get outside.